and he was like, "Oh, the game's kind of slow. I'll see how it is later on, though." And I was like, "Cool." By that point, he had put like 3 hours into the game. And then my other friend got on the game when I was running the first Descendant with another friend, and I'd asked him about it, and he was telling me like the gunplay reminded him of like Cyberpunk, and I was like, the main reason I got it was because in the trailers and whatnot, they're fighting with like it looked like Borderlands to me, and I love Borderlands. All right, I'll keep it a buck. Borderlands is a fun game series to me. I don't ever really play it as much as I used to anymore, after kind of getting burnt a little by like 3. And then I bought 4, but I hadn't played 4 yet. And I hear like they're supposed to drop some new DLC or whatever with a new character. And if you got like the super special whatever edition, then you got access to that DLC. And me being like a simp for Borderlands, I got that super special whatever edition, alright? So I was just gonna wait till they release some more DLC, or until I was craving like that itch for Borderlands, see what it's like, and go from there. I also plan on playing Diablo 2, but while I'm playing this right now, you know what hit me? Last Epoch has an offline version, and I assume that they catch up with each season. It would probably be cool to run Wand on Last Epoch, right? Make a bunch of different builds, just have fun goofing off. It'd be really cool if you could play like with friends. I don't know if you can. I doubt you can, unless like you're solely playing online. I wonder if they'll change that. I think that would be really cool. Just run Wand, do a bunch of different builds, have like god tier abilities, and just go crazy. Okay. I didn't know that you could shoot the shield guys outside of their own shield. I thought you had to be inside their shield to shoot their shield. I think the mods for money and currency are working. They look like they are. Excuse me. Sorry. I'll probably stop buying different weapons. I kind of do it for like stuff that feels like could be just a little bit better, Like, oh man, I want something that makes this rapid fire feel really crazy. Something that feels good to me. Yeah, these are definitely new perks. I've never seen these before. But I don't know if this is giving them, or it's just because, playing through the game gives you them. I wonder, I'm assuming if you run it on harder difficulties, you're not going to unlock new abilities. I'm guessing it's just the missions that you run. So the game plan, as you know, as I've spoken about, is to finish all of these side quests, like everything. There's a game I got not recently, I've had it for a while and I haven't played it yet. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's called Severed Steel, and it looks like it plays like this. I'm sure you can use Wand on it as well, and it's gotta be crazy. Come on, bro. Look at this and tell me this just doesn't look insane. I mean, I think it's cool if you're not, like, ruining other people's experiences while they're playing games. You know what I mean? That's my rule with modding. If you're modding and it's, like, harmless, it's not messing with anybody's score, it's not messing with anybody's progress, then by all means, go ahead and do it, bro. But, like, if you're modding and it's knocking down somebody's KDR, or it's getting them banned from playing online, or, just something negative to their account, then come on, bro, don't do that. Unless, like, they ask, right? And that's kind of the mentality that the creators of Borderlands, Gearshift, had put out at one point. They're like, hey, yeah, we don't care if you mod, right? Like, it's all good if you mod here, right? Just make sure that if you're doing it, you're not doing it in such a way that, like, it's interfering with other people's gameplay, like their playthrough, right? Make sure you're both on the same page about what it is you want. And when Borderlands 3 first came out, the first thing I did was mod it, bro. I opened up that trainer, I got on, and I didn't even finish story. I was too busy having a field day, dropping like 1,000,000 gold items per kill, and I was talking to people that like I ran into. I was like, hey, because I was like public queuing, like matchmaking. I was like, hey, you mind if like I cheat a little? And they were like, what do you mean by cheat? I was like, you want like 1,000,000 uniques? And they were like, yo, yeah, how are you gonna do that? And because and a cool thing is, yeah, like Borderlands 3 is cross-platform, so I was probably playing with some people who were console players, and so they were like, how do you do that? And I started it, we ran it, and here I am. I'll shoot an enemy, and that enemy drops like 50 items, and they're all gold. And they were like, oh my god! And shoot another one. That one drops 50 items, they're all gold. Shoot another one. That one dropped 50 items, they're all gold. And these people who were playing with me, because I was going to be like this guy or this man, but to be honest, I did this in several rooms because on launch or like during that early time of playing, a lot of people were like, yeah, do it, right? While it was happening, it was like, you ever seen that episode of Adventure Time where like Finn and Jake are on like that train and it's like a dungeon that's just dropping a whole bunch of loot, and Finn is like running through slaughtering everything while Jake is following behind him picking everything up? It was like that, right? Like they were just looking through everything trying to figure out what it is like that they personally wanted to get. And I was like, yeah, man, it's great. I actually love it. It's so crazy. And they were just like, yo, thank you, right? It was just really cool. It's cool to be able to like mod and just have pure chaos and like goofiness going down, and people be, not like pissed about it, or people being like okay with it. But there are times where like I've definitely modded something crazy, like Gunfire Reborn. I mentioned it last night while playing with friends. Probably heard me say it, but like in Gunfire Reborn, which the game is fun, right? I actually really like the game. Modded, it would probably be even crazier. I don't do it super often modded, but while running Gunfire Reborn, I did run it modded with friends, and we had like a full room or so. And I'm the host, right? I guess the mods don't really work unless you're hosting. So I'm the host running it modded, and I get to the point to where like I'm flying and can't die, and my friends are falling over and they're struggling and they're wondering like what's going on and why the game's not working, and at one point they can't shoot, and right, like I'm sure it was not a fun time for them, but it was the funniest thing like to me at the time.
I live, I die. I live, I die. I live, I die. I could watch this. Hey, it's a jukebox. Wonder what it plays. Who's the best plant there is? It's Planty. Hands down.
Where's the jukebox?
This is my spot. Right, Planty?
Oh! Yo. Okay, I don't like want to get, banned or something. I don't want to get a strike or something on YouTube just for like jamming out to the music, even if it is the game soundtrack. What is Augmented Fate? Encounters have only one type of bolt. Encounter rooms are randomly rolled. I wonder if so Wand usually has something for like, oh no, not for this game, at least not yet, where you can move quicker, like increase the overall gameplay speed. This is pretty solid. I like this. This is fun. Alright, that friend has gotten off, and the other one is still chilling. And actually, one of the ones that I played the first Descendant with was talking about, helping me grind. So, I got some missions, alright? Here's some goals. So, the Baldur's Gate 3 modded playthrough that I was trying to do like the other day, I was running into some issues. I think I figured out what was going on, but I won't know until I test it. So I've been doing a bunch of research because it was working like a year ago, right? So I was doing a bunch of research trying to figure it out, and I don't know yet. So I'm gonna go try that sometime today. Make sure I got some stuff working. Other than Baldur's Gate, I got a friend that I convinced him to play the First Descendant. I don't know what sparked playing the First Descendant. One of my friends last night was asking like, why are we on it? Like, why are we playing so much? And I was like, to keep it a buck with you, bro. Like, I don't know. I could not tell you what sparked us to play it. I know it was me, right? Like, we played it before, like around launch. It was terrible, wasn't working well, wasn't running. Now, whenever I play the First Descendant, I use GeForce Now. I kind of found out, at least I believe this is the case, the First Descendant uses shaders, kind of like Call of Duty. And with Call of Duty, you can't really play the game unless the shaders are, completely downloaded. So you're kind of just sitting at the main menu waiting for the shaders to load. With something like GeForce Now, you don't have to do that. They're essentially hosting your game off of a supercomputer. So you can hop on like Call of Duty, jump in and play, get max graphics, everything looks good and feels good. The only downside is, I don't know if it's all games that are like this. Well, I doubt it's all games. It's like the network connection. I guess sometimes you have like a server, but then I guess other times you have like host, like peer-to-peer kind of connectivity where your connection bounces off of somebody else's. I don't entirely know the full, whatever. But my thing is, if you're playing Call of Duty, right? Well, not specifically Call of Duty on GeForce Now. Anything that's got like an internet connection, Eternal Return, League of Legends, which I think got taken off of GeForce Now, Smite. Maybe one day they'll end up putting Roblox on it. But these games that let you play online and like have the ability to play with other people. These games, Destiny 2 was a prime example for me. These games have this problem, and that's why I say it's not all of them. So I don't know if it's NVIDIA's servers to the game servers, or if it's just something that actually happens like in the game overall. But it has this problem to where it's a little harder for you to actually play, right? Like, for example, I could be playing a game, and I'll give you one for Destiny 2, right? I could be playing Destiny 2. Everything looks amazing. Everything feels great. If you've never played a newer, updated, like live service, whatever game on its highest graphical settings, right? It's definitely a game changer. It looks beautiful. It feels beautiful. It's so amazing. But I'd be playing something like Destiny 2, right? And here's what Destiny 2 does. I turn around to shoot an enemy, spawn in, turn around and shoot an enemy, because, they'll drop you off in some area or whatever with every new expansion. But yeah, I'll turn around and shoot an enemy, and as I turn around and shoot the enemy, I turn, right? But there's a huge, and I mean huge delay, where like, even though I turned my mouse, it takes like a second or 2 seconds for my character to turn with me. And I think they call it like latency delays or something. But these delays like cook me, bro. Like, you can't play the game when you're experiencing delays like that. It is actually impossible for you to play the game. Hold on, I got a text message. One segundo. Did the door just open? Could you have a run where like you don't go with any upgrades at all because of that? My friend actually missed one of the superior mods during, like, superior perks during one of the runs. That was pretty crazy. But I mean, we passed it anyway, you know. But he was short one, and he died like 4 times, and I was like, yeah, it's probably because you were short a mod. That mod could have been, you know, like the changing pace on whether or not you die.